Hello everyone, and welcome to another Enforcer Tech Talk. Today we're going to be going through Partner Center, and we're going to be looking at how to set up GDAP relationships, security groups, and how Enforcer can help with all of these things, as well as onboarding your tenants through Partner Center. Onboarding through Partner Center is the easiest way that you can do it, so let's jump in. So, to successfully set up Partner Center, what do you need? Basically, you need three, maybe four main things. This is your initial setup of Partner Center with Enforcer, you need to have global admin or at least application admin permissions within your MSP tenant. You need to have admin agent access within Partner Center. So this is the account that's going to be doing the onboarding, needs to be a member of the admin agents. You need to have a Partner Center relationship with a customer, so that this needs an admin relationship, and you need a minimum of 11 roles. And then you also need to have a security group assigned with the people in it who are going to onboard the tenants with those roles assigned. So what are the 11 roles that we need? We require application administrator, directory writers, exchange administrator, groups administrator, help desk administrator, Intune administrator, security administrator, SharePoint administrator, Teams administrator, and user administrator. They are the 11 roles that we require. So now we know the roles we need, let's go in and show how Enforcer can help configure all of the steps that you need to get Partner Center up and running. How do we set up Partner Center through Enforcer? It's actually quite easy now these days. We just need to go to Tenants and we click on Partner Center Manager. This will now load up credentials. So I'm going to log in as my account that has application admin, as well as being a member of the admin agent group. So Enforcer will now look at our tenants. And we can see that there's a number of tenants here. Now, I'm going to be working on my Nathan GDAP test. Now, we can see here that we have our tenant. It's got no GDAP configured and no groups assigned. Auto renewal is off. There's no eligible onboarders. So this tenant, all we've done is onboard it into Partner Center as a customer relationship. We've not done anything else. So let's fix the first part. So what we want to do is create a relationship name. So this will give me the date and some ID and the Enforcer. Duration of days will be 730. Now, we have a number of different options. We can choose the 11 required roles for Enforcer, 45 recommended roles balanced, or we can select all roles. So for the purposes of this test, because we don't have GDAP set up and I might want to use it for my engineers, I'm going to select all roles except GA, but then we're only going to assign to the security group the roles that are required. So automatically extend, yep, I want to do that. So I hit create. This admin relationship has been successfully created. I now need to approve it. So I'm given this link, and what I'm going to do is jump into my tenant. So I'm going to open up a new tab, paste this in here, and I'm going to approve this login. So we're now bringing in our MSP name. So obviously this is showing Enforcer, but this would be our MSP name. Gives us all of our information. We hit next. Yep, we want to acknowledge the customer agreement. We will have all the roles here shown, what we're going to onboard. We then hit next. And we're going to accept all of these roles. That's created. So if we jump back into Enforcer, we can see that the status is now showing waiting for approval. So we just need to wait a few minutes for that to update, and then we'll be able to take our next steps. So I'm just going to refresh the data, see if this takes hold. It can take up to 15, 20 minutes or so for that to show that it's accepted. All right, now we can see that our tenant is ready. So we have our roles set and ready. We now need to just assign the security group. So I'm going to click on configure. Now what Enforcer does here is it looks for a group that already exists, or it can create a group if we want to. So I've actually, as you can see, we've got a number of groups in here, but I'm going to search for GDAP onboarding. So this is a group I've created, and I'm going to assign this group. So this group has now been assigned successfully. So we'll now see this refresh. And we should see this update to say group assigned. Just like this, it can also take a few minutes to sync up, unfortunately. You just got to wait on Microsoft's time for this one. If I jump into the Partner Center, you can see here that it's now automatically assigned this group and the status is pending. So we just need to wait for Microsoft to authenticate this group and allow it. Now, with this group being created, you do need to make sure that the user who you're wanting to onboard tenants into Enforcer is a member of this group that gets assigned. So we can see here now that the group is now active. So that's now being created and is active with the roles assigned. So if we jump back into Enforcer, we should see, there we go. Our security group is now ready, but we still have no eligible onboarders. So let's fix that. Go over to our groups. We can see here that I've already pre-searched for it. So I need to add myself as a member of this group. Otherwise, I won't be able to onboard this tenant into my Enforcer instance. So I'm going to search for my account and I'm going to choose my admin account. So that group is now there. I'm here. If we jump back into Enforcer, it'll do another sync. And hopefully we should see one eligible user. There we go. So now it's simply a process of clicking this button. We've got our roles created and relationship. We've got our security group assigned with the member in it, and we can see which user is eligible to onboard. So now we click on onboard into Enforcer. We assign the license. We can choose any tags that we want to have applied to it. We can choose whatever baseline we want to assign it to, but I'm just going to bring it in. We hit submit. We can see that onboarding is in process. And that tenant has now been onboarded. So that's how easy it is to onboard tenants into Enforcer using Partner Center. If you have any questions, please feel free to look at any of the other documentation that we have. But thank you for watching.